Hey friends, I'm Andy Gipson, your Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce, and this is my horse Gunsmoke. We're here at the new children's barn at your Mississippi Agriculture and Forestry Museum. Go get you something to eat, boy. You know, this is the site and the location of a great tragedy. As beautiful a place as it is today, 6 years ago, this place was on fire. The barn burned down, the maintenance shop burned down, and the hopes and dreams of so many people and children burned to ashes here at the Ag Museum. For over 5 years, we couldn't have any animals here. But by perseverance and by planning and working and thinking ahead, last year we broke ground on this brand new barn, and today, as you can see, it's built back stronger and better than ever. In fact, we've recently had the great pleasure to welcome families here even today, learning about Mississippi agriculture, learning about animals and livestock and what it means to be a farmer and how important it is that we support our farmers. Here at the Ag Museum, from that tragedy, from those ashes, a bright new future has sprung, and it is growing, and it is bright, and it's better than ever. And you know, it reminds me of the situation that we're facing right now with COVID-19. None of us could have planned, nor could we have foreseen the coronavirus sweeping across our nation and our state. We've gone through times unprecedented in nature. We've never seen anything quite like this. And the fear and the anxiety and the economic impact of coronavirus, thousands of sick, thousands of those who passed away, thousands and tens of thousands whose jobs have been eliminated or they've been furloughed. And we see the impact all around us, and it looks like things will never be the same again. But there's hope. And you know, we cannot quit. And here at the Department of Agriculture and Commerce, we have never quit working for you during the COVID-19 shutdown. Like never before, people have realized how critical Mississippi agriculture is. We've always known that as Mississippians, but I think the whole country now knows we can do without a lot, but we can't do without agriculture. We can't do without food. No farmers, no food. And so we have worked very closely with Governor Tate Reeves and his administration in the very early days, making sure agriculture, farmers, agribusiness, commerce is essential and keeps working and keeps going, because we've all got to have food to survive in the good times and in the bad. We promoted in the early days planting a victory garden. It came at just the right time, springtime of the year. And they tell me Mississippians planted more gardens in 2020 than ever in the history of any records anywhere. More gardens were put in, and I think more Mississippians appreciate the hard work farmers put in as a result. We made sure that our farmers had everything they need to keep going. At the same time, we worked with the Emergency Management Agency, MEMA, to distribute masks to all of our meat plants and workers to keep them safe and to keep meat processing here in the state of Mississippi. All of our chicken plants kept running during COVID-19. We delivered, in fact, over 50,000 masks through our meat inspectors to our meat plants across the state. We waived cumbersome regulations to keep gasoline flowing, to keep trucks rolling, to replenish the shelves at the grocery stores for you and for your family, and for me and for my family. We made sure commerce kept flowing. We, with the demand of more local food, we established online MississippiFarmMarketplace.com, where farmers could sign up. And now for the first time, you can buy direct from a farmer basically any product you want to buy, fruits, vegetables, meat, whatever the case may be. Go check it out, MSFarmMarketplace.com. Huge demand for that. We kept our farmers markets open. We established best practices at the Mississippi Farmers Market to make sure we could social distance and customers could come without too much interaction, buy what they needed, and make their way safely home. And keeping other farmers markets in those best practices as well. And we made sure, importantly, that our farmers had everything they need, whether it's a pesticide certification or the chemical they needed to put the next year's crop in the ground. Because if we don't have the next year's crop, we'll be facing an even greater tragedy next year. But I'm pleased to report our farmers have never quit working. They're still working right now as we look forward to the harvest season. And coronavirus has complicated the ability to get workers, but I believe Mississippians will get the job done. Now more than ever, when we eat a meal, when you have breakfast, or dinner, or if you're from the country like I am, supper. When you bow your head and thank the Lord for that food. When you go out in public, thank a farmer. Thank a farmer, because without our farmers, you don't have that food, and I don't have food on my table. We need to support our farmers like never before. It's never been a tougher time to farm than right now during COVID-19, when the restaurants shut down. In some cases, 70% of the market for farm products was eliminated in one day. But we're coming back from the tragedy. We've never quit working. Through perseverance, through planning, we're going to get through this. We've been planning ahead for brighter days, as a matter of fact. You know, we had the first drive-through COVID testing on the fairgrounds during the pandemic. We're still sanitizing PPE at your fairgrounds during this pandemic. But right now, we're planning, and I fully intend to host the Mississippi State Fair October 7th at the fairgrounds. It's important not only for Mississippi's economy and for our local economy, but it's important, more importantly, for Mississippians and their families and their morale and mental health to get out and make family memories once again. Now, it's going to be a socially distant state fair, but we're going to do it, and we're going to let our young people show their livestock to show Mississippi's cream of the crop, both in livestock and in our young people. The difficult days of coronavirus have taught us some valuable lessons. What it's like to be a neighbor. We've rediscovered that. We've remembered how important it is to check on one another. Our churches have adapted to continue reaching out. We're taking excess food now and distributing it to farmers through the Farmers to Families program. And just like this old barn right behind me, the old barn that burned, the new one's built back, bigger and better than ever. From the ashes and the tragedy of coronavirus, Mississippi will rise. Mississippi will build back stronger. We'll build back better. We'll learn a lot of valuable lessons like never before, and Mississippi will rise again. Thank you for watching today. God bless you. I ask you to remember the farmers in your prayers. Thank them when you see them. And may God bless you. May God bless the United States of America, and may God bless the state of Mississippi. Until we see you next time.